Okay. Okay. Hello, Prodsipod. How you doing? Welcome. I have tea. It was crucial to my survival. A giant mug of the stuff. Excellent. Okay. Tea has been established. I approve. I approve this. Now, the thing here is... Oh, let's see who else is green. Kotaru Complex. I do not know this person. Let me... Oh, no, no sound, please. Let me follow them. Excellent. Okay. Now, yeah, go lurk. Oh, does it not? They're definitely on. They have 9 viewers. Maybe they just got on or something. Now, so I need to do, first of all, there was one thing we hadn't done from the high school stuff. Well, actually, there was a bunch of things we hadn't done from the high school stuff. Let's see what our current state is. Assuming we're still in a running state. Okay, we set a so-called high score. And then we should get the opportunity to type into chat. Okay, but it's not. There are a few problems, but it's there. And we can set the score. Oh, that's right. And after that, there was an issue with it setting 2 values to the top part when there should only be 1. Let's see if we can reproduce that. B. Yes. So this is correct, but this is not correct. And I presume if we do that again, we're going to get a 3rd issue. Man, we need to change this font. It's kind of hard to read. Okay, and Z. Interesting. So now we're getting duplicates. So that ain't good. What is going on there? Okay, cool. All right. That's enough information. Let's go fix it. Oh, we certainly need to take those out as well. So let's look at, hey, Ace, how are you? Oh, did you get made did you get made a mod in the end? I was rooting for you. That was funny. Ace takeover mod stream. Okay. So first of all, there's an info in here somewhere that we don't need. Yep, get rid of that. Beautiful. Oh, I have to remember I installed that Flash thing with Tree Sitter now, so I can, in theory, navigate places, although it doesn't seem to be working in this particular install. Ah, maybe I didn't put it on this one. I put it on the work one. I have to fix that. later. Experimenting with becoming a better Vimmer by not always pressing the J key to go places. I'm so lazy. Okay. Now, why are we getting, first of all, why are we getting duplicates? Second of all, why are we getting more than one thing into, oh, I bet I know. I bet it's not a duplicate. I bet we're just not deleting it properly. So we need to tear it down. That's what's going on. In the, oh my goodness, this is kind of spaghetti-like. This function has too many arguments. Yes, you're right. Yes, you are correct. But I'm just not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. I'm just not. I'm not. And you can't make me. In fact, allow too many arguments. Just don't at me. Don't do it. Okay. So now we need to look for the thing that is called, I think it's called top score. Top score. It's called top score. We need to keep that, but we need to make sure that we remove all children from it. And we're not currently doing that. Or is it possible that it's just not getting torn down? Yeah, that's what's going on. Because these other bundles, the root UI node, what does the teardown do? Is there a teardown? There is a teardown, right? There's no teardown? One thing we need to look into is state scoped entities. Oh yeah, here we go. With root UI node. So it does tear it down. Interesting. Maybe we should check the contents of the high scores resource. I think it's called high scores. Yeah. Just to make sure that we're not accidentally adding a duplicate. Because that could be a thing. How do we determine the top score? If I is 0, entity TS for top score, with children P, text bundle with style, text bundle from section, blah, 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 continue. All right. So that's how we do that. Should only happen once, but I'm thinking maybe we don't clear its existing children. So that's two possibilities. One is we don't do that, or two, we have a bad list. So we should check both of them. Let's go with info, top high scores, badoo, 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 like so, high scores. Excellent. Okay. So let's try that first, just to make sure that we're not getting any weird results. It's entirely possible we are getting weird results, but you know. Weird results are not bad, they're just informative. Okay, so AAA, that's our first one. I should shorten this timer. It's also still not centered. I'd love to know why. Okay, so we got one score. Perfect. Okay, you can end now. That's fine. Go away. Thank you. And we exit. And we get BBB. Yeah. So what is in the array? AAA, BBB. Right. So why are both of them in there? That must be still in there from the previous pass. It just must not be getting cleared. Let's just prove it one more time. Because the list is intact, it looks correct. Although, I expected it to be sorted the other way, but maybe we do that later. C, C, C. Yeah, well, this is all kinds of wrong. So we're obviously not clearing them in between. Maybe the teardown just isn't running at the right times. Because this list is correct. Apart from the sorting, which I think happens later. All right, so we've ruled out the list being the problem. That means that it must be the teardown. So when is the teardown running? On enter game state high score. Create menu teardown, init populate. Okay, so that runs as a chain. I don't see why that would be a... Oh. Maybe it should be on enter game state, on enter high score input state enabled. I'm not sure about that, but it's definitely worth experimenting with. Because everything is under the root UI node. So anything after that should be... Ah, oh, damn it, I should have changed that timer. Let's do it now. Make it 5 seconds. Beautiful. Uh-oh, badness. Bad, 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 bad. Why? What on earth? Linking failed. I've never seen that before. Let's try that one more time. Is mold having a brain fart? What happens if I change that back? Because if that's the case, that is very weird. No. What is going on? Let's try cargo clean. Might make for a rather long compile cycle. Oh wait, what did I do with that timer? That wasn't anything? No. But hang on, we run populate and then we run populate again. Oh, so we need to run tear down again. Got it. All right. Nothing to do with that. All right, cool. So do that and then do this. You probably don't need to tear the whole thing down, but let's do it anyway. Might make it blink, but if that's the least of our worries, that is not a problem. Okay. Now, does it actually build is the next question. Time for some tea. Don't know why it wouldn't link. Unless I've got like a full hard drive or something ridiculous. Actually, it is kind of full, but not that full. Continue to build. Who's on for the other team? Woodstone! I was in his chat earlier. Not to mention Booyah and Clayman and Snenko, everybody. Oh, Sophie Cat TTV. Do I follow them? I do. There we go. Keep being new people at it. This is a very long build because we cleared all the cache. Such a long build. I got a live chat on YouTube the other day and I really want them to come back because I missed it and I've neglected to talk to them. It's the first one I've had in, I think, ever. I need like a little notifier that pops up. Currently the robot only connects to Twitch, but I'd like to change that. I understand the YouTube API support is not as awesome, which is saying something because Twitch API has its warts as well. Come on, little CPU, you can do it. Huh, it was just a fresh build needed. Okay, so now we're tearing down on exit as well, exit of the save point. So we should be able to get a cleaner result, in theory. Oh, well, that's not ideal. Yeah. Well, let's wait for the transition and see if the transition ever arrives. Oh dear. Have we crashed? What's happened? What am I doing? Create menu, tear down, init, and populate chain. Well, we seem to be stuck in this state, so that's good to know. What am I doing? On enter high score input state save. Create menu teardown, init. Oh, wait, wasn't it supposed to be? No, init input runs then. Handle keyboard input, on enter save, run teardown, then init, and then populate. Was it supposed to be menu teardown, or was it supposed to be... There's a teardown in here too, isn't there? Yeah. So that despawns everything with root UI node, and menu teardown despawns a whole bunch of other things. Oh, well, that's not going to work. Why would we run that one? Okay. I think I see. So create menu teardown despawns all of the... yeah. Okay. Okay. It despawns all of the game stuff, which is kind of not a great approach, to be honest with you. What we should be doing is using state scoped entities so that when we change state, we get rid of the stuff associated with the previous state. But we're not there yet. So let's do this instead. Let's go tear down. This is not great, but it works. Let's go do that. Don't do that. Yeah, do it like that. So we repeat those three functions. Not amazing, but you know what? We'll waste the CPU cycles on it. Do 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 do. Ba-do ba-do. Ba-do boo boo. Oh, I think Booyah's releasing his demo. I wonder if that's today. Okay, so that works again, which is good. And then set a new high score. B. Yes, that's what we want. Okay, one more test. This should be the new high score. That's interesting. I thought I had one life left. Oh, and it didn't. Okay, I didn't enter it in time. So we definitely shouldn't transition out of there until we're finished. Oh, no, it's not letting me. Interesting. So I think what's happening there, we're running this on enter high score input state enabled. Init input. But it's not running on repeated runs for some reason. I wonder why. Or is there a timing issue? So save high score transitions immediately, which is bad, into game state high score. And the default state for game state high score is high score input state enabled. I wonder if once you've changed that, it doesn't stick. In which case, we'd probably be better off doing this. High score input state enabled. No, can't do it. Oh, wait. Okay. So in theory, that should always go to the right substate. That's the theory. What's the practice? Hey, Woodstone, how you doing? Are you still streaming? You're probably still streaming. I'd throw a melon at you, but you don't have that yet. Okay, so this tests the theory that we can always transition to a substate, and I guess the main state will be set automatically, I'm assuming. Oh, well, now it doesn't transition at all. Oh, I bet it does, and we're in the state, we just don't Yeah, all of our other systems are built on ending up in that state. Damn it. So we would have to change a bunch of stuff. On enter game state, yeah, so this would actually be on enter. So maybe you don't enter that state automatically. Interesting. So if you go out of a state and back into it, does the substate get reset? What's going on there? What is going on there? I feel like it should be reset, but maybe it's not. Yeah, I don't know about that. I think what we should do instead of that is always set the substate at the end of high score state init. So let's go next substate, I think we'll call it. Next substate, which is going to be res moot next state high score input state. I think that has to be a moot too, doesn't it? Apparently not. And then at the end of this function, after all of that stuff, we will go next substate set high score input state enabled. Yeah, this is the way to do it. And it did need to be mutable. Okay. All right, so that's good. So that means we can do away with some things. This one doesn't make any sense. That can just be high score state. Actually, game states. Game state, high score. Yeah, and then we forcibly set high score input state enabled at the start of that. So that's good. So hopefully we should start to see something more sensible now. It's all about resetting the right things as you enter and exit each state, and I can see why state scoped entities are such a powerful kind of mechanism now. It makes a lot of sense. All right, so one works. The question is, does two work? Ba-doo, ba-doo, ba-doo. BBB. Oh, this is promising. Yes, okay. BBB is the new high score. And fantastic. Set a new one. And CCC. Perfect. All right. This is what we wanted. Okay, good. So, yay. Fix high score display bug. Push to main. Drink the tea. Excellent. Now, the other thing is not to add a high score if it's greater than a max value. So, for example, if there's already 20 high scores, or I guess 21, to fit into a screen, we should find that out. But let's set a number. For that matter, let's initialize the resource with a bunch of fake high scores or something like that, and then only allow one if it slots into the right place, if it's greater than a previous one, say. So we need a little bit of logic around that. So what we want to do is we want to set, where's our constant gone? I normally like to set constants a lot higher than that, so we can see where they are. Const max high scores U32 equals 21, and then during init we'll populate them all and then have to add the new one. So I think the high scores addition happens somewhere else. Wait, save high score. G references. On enter game state over and save high scores next game state. Nope, that's not it. Actually, maybe it needs to be here. Because when we do init input, we don't use it, do we? Handle keyboard input. I see, we just yank it out of here. Yeah. We yank it out of here, and whatever score it's in, it goes into high scores. So we don't necessarily want to do that, or we need some better logic around it anyway. We need an understanding of how many there are. If high scores length, wait, is it length or count? I want to say is greater than max high scores. Yeah, this is not right. It's count, right? Iter count or... I think it's iter count, but I think this is short form. Oh, this is still a resource. Right, so high scores, scores, length. It is length, okay. Oh, len. Right. I can remove what? Oh yeah, I know that. I'm about to fill it. Then we need to decide which one to remove, essentially. So we want it to be sorted. Oh, wait, it's going to be sorted later. So the only thing we need to guarantee at this point, am I right about that? I feel like I'm right about that. I feel like it gets sorted and populate. Yeah, sorted scores. So the only thing we need to guarantee is the number of scores in this section. But in order to do that, we're still going to need to sort them. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. So that means we're going to end up sorting them twice, which is going to suck. But that's all right. Or could we sort them in... sorting is in place, isn't it? Looks like I clone it to do it here. But could I possibly do an in-place sort on the resource, or do we not allow that? Or I could just reassign it, I suppose. Sorted scores is high scores, scores clone. Sorted scores sort by, so it is in place. But if I try and do that on the resource, it's going to fail, right? Let's just check that to be sure. So for example, high scores, scores, sort by. Oh, really? It doesn't care about that. Oh, well, that's even easier. I wonder why I got the other in the other function. I have to have a look at that. Sort by, blah, blah, blah. I need to find the index of the value that is greater than the current score. So I believe there's a find index. High scores, scores, find index or place, or I know there's a find. Oh, there isn't? Okay. I thought there was. Pretty sure there's a first. First mute. What other things do we have at our disposal? I swear there was a find. Can you get index? Index? No. Damn it. Oh, sorry for the flashbang. Docs, RS, Rust. Dark mode, damn it. Where's my dark mode gone? What the hell? Oh, this is this is not what we want anyway. Rust, find vec index. Badoo. Position, of course. Okay, so I need an iterator first and then position. All right, let's try that. Iter position score or and score s is greater than. Now there's a failing here. What if it's greater than all of them? So that's never going to succeed. So you need a second check to make sure that the element at the 0 index is not less than. Yeah. So S is greater than stats score. And let pause equals. Okay, badness. That's a score. Ah. What? I thought stat score was just a number. Oh, right, but high scores isn't because it has S score in it. There we go. Consider removing the borrow. Okay. So that gives us the position, but it can also be none, right? Yeah. So let... I think this is an if-lat. So in that case, we need to insert the value into the vector at the pos plus 1, assuming that pos plus 1 is not greater than length. Which it can't be. Yes, it can be. Oh, there's another case. Because if you find an element that's greater than... Yeah, so you need to test the last element and the first element for the edge cases. Because the last element could be greater than the current score, in which case you don't get a high score. You can go away. And in fact, it would kind of be weird for us to be displaying this keyboard management stuff. Yeah, we actually need to detect that before we open this. Which means we kind of got to do it in init. Ooh. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, let's do that. Yeah. Init input would be a good place to return out of, I suppose. No, I think we should do it in init. So where is that? Here we go. 32. And then we'll need high scores if we don't already have it, which is mute high scores, res mute high scores, and stats. Stats is res stats. Beautiful. All right, now. Yeah, so this is not the exact test we want. What we actually want is if high scores... Yeah, if it's greater than high score, if it's greater than length, then the only reason we would open the initials editor here is if the player has scored higher than the lowest current high score. So, we should sort again, just in case. It's probably wasteful, but what the hell? It's also possible for high scores to be empty at this point. So, if let sum last equals high scores last. Oh, there isn't a last? There's a first. like this. Right, I keep doing that. Okay. If last score is greater than, if last score is less than stat score, next substate set, high score, input state enabled. Beautiful. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. So really we're just checking, we're sorting, and then we're checking to make sure that the final thing in the array is, not the array, the vector is less than our score. Otherwise, we just exit, we never go into high score input state enabled, and we never update the table. It just times out and disappears. Cool. But that all only happens if we've got enough of these. So one of the things we could do in this function is to populate it with a whole bunch of high scores. Also would let us see what it looks like, which would be good. So let's go with if high scores len equals 0. Oh, actually, I think there's an empty. Yeah, there we go. So this is obviously just fake demo code. So if high scores is empty, high scores is there such a thing as like an insert many? I guess we can just copy this, do it the old-fashioned way. Does that have to be an into? 20, let's say. I don't believe... Oh, wait. Is it saying like this? Provide the argument. What? What am I doing? What's going on here? Scores is a vec of score. Okay, so maybe I should just be doing like score. Initials and score. I'd be interested to see whether what it's talking about with those comments. Into expected 2 arguments, found 1. Maybe not insert, maybe push. There we go. All right, let's do a bunch of those. (10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hopefully that's enough. And hopefully it's not too many. We'll soon find out. Let's make this 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and predictable. 5. Very, very bad vimmer. Such a bad vimmer. Such a bad vimmer. Boop-a-doo. Yes, I could make this loop. No, I don't care. going to sneeze. Which is probably punishment for being a bad vimmer. Okay, so I could have 21. So that's the total, right? That's the maximum. That is the maximum. Okay. So the only thing that is going to let us open the editor is if one of the scores is greater than one of the other scores. So now down in the entry, yeah. Hang on 2 seconds. Just 2 seconds and okay. Now, so do I still need that check now? Because it won't. Yeah, I still need the check because it could be higher than the least number, basically. So we still need to, we probably don't need to sort it twice. We've already sorted it on entry to the high score state. So we look for a place that is greater than, well, the cheap check is to check if we've gotten the total, the best high score, right? But yeah, because we, yeah, it's still easy. So if stats score is greater than high scores, hang on, if let some previous top equals high scores first, if stats score is greater than previous top, is there a push front on a vec? Rust push front, or whatever you would call it, prepend. The poor idea, yeah. The naive case is straightforward. Oh, you can extend? Interesting. I see. Okay. So, for example, you could do high scores, equals vec stats score extend. I don't know if that's going to work. High scores score. Hey Felony, how you doing? Do you have a good day? Or are you beginning another good day? I don't think this is right. Yeah. You did have a good day. Very cool. Oh God, thank you. I wish it would tell me when it's going to do that. Very annoying. Oh, it's frozen in a terrible face too. Ugh. One of these days I'll get to the bottom of why it does that. Thank you. Oh, we got ads. Hello, puppy. And in theory, you should have 1 minute and 2 seconds left, but it's good to know you only got 2 minutes of them. And pre-rolls are off for another hour. I don't think this will work because I think that's really for strings, but let's find out. In which case we could go temp extend like so. Told me you had 1.5 minutes. Oh, don't tell me it's reset again. No, it's definitely 3-minute break. Yeah. Well, there you go. Maybe it's just a regional thing. Method extend modifies its receiver in place. Yeah, this was not going to work. So I think what you would have to do is you would have to let temp equals vec stats score, and then do it that way. In fact, mute, right? No, same problem. Oh, right. So then we would need the initials. We can't do it until we get the initials. So we would have to do it here. Score, initials, text, sections, 0 value clone. I got it easy then, exactly. And score, stat score, like so. And then this is found unit type instead of the, So can I, temp is a vec of score, and a high score scores is a vec of score, global. Extend, I think I can just do this, by the way. Nope, no I can't. Show me the definition again, damn it. Ugh. Extends a collection with the contents of an iterator. Aha. That's what I'm missing. Nope. That's not what I'm missing, damn it. Oh, Rust, you're killing me right now. Extends a collection with the contents of an iterator. Message extend, that's just for strings. I mean, for example, we could do this, the contents of an iterator rather than a vector. I think that's what. Yeah. I'm with you. So the contents of an iterator. So instead of doing that, we could do this and then this. No. No, we couldn't. God damn it. What am I reading about this wrong? Extend blah iterator. The contents of an iterator. So I've turned it into a vec. And then I've said I want to extend it with the contents of this vec. Why can't I just call the iterator on it? Expected struct vec high score score. Found unit type. Yeah. What? Temp is a vec of score though. Huh. I wonder if the big green robot can help me decipher this, because I do not understand. Hey, big green robot. Why doesn't this prepend the contents of temp to the contents of high scores scores? The extend method appends elements from an iterator to the vector, but it returns that rather than... Oh, right. It was trying to tell me. It doesn't actually... Yeah. It doesn't return anything, really. High scores equals temp. Clone, probably. Now, what's your issue here? Type mismatch. Expected score, found address of score. Sure. There's a way to do that, though. It's like copied, I think. No? Yeah. Okay, so what's your beef? Right, previous top is a score. And now what's your beef? Consider cloning the value? Yep. Sure. Okay, I think we finally got there. Make sure I haven't got any more learning to digest from this. Oh yeah, they came to the same conclusion in the end. Yeah. Well, you can use splice. What is splice? Where is splice? Is it possible that they did not use splice, but they're telling us that we did? There is no splice in this entire code. That's really annoying. Or insert the elements directly. Here's a correct approach using splice. Proceeds to show an approach that does not use splice. Okay. All right, so we got there. So let's go with, rather than temp, let's go new top. New top and new top. And then we also need to guarantee the length of it. So that was the case where we've set a new high score. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Woodstone, you don't want to subject people to this stuff. Shout out Woodstone Studio. Oh, I already did, but let's do it again. Oh, no, I got to wait 6 more minutes. Hey, Flavius, how you doing? Hey, Fanny. Feel the love. I feel it. I feel the love. Fallon has already told me my camera was off at least once. Thank you so much. That's really nice of you to share your audience with me. We are trying to figure out high scores logic. I'll do it when the hour's up. Thank you. I already shouted them out once, so let's actually see if the team will shout out somebody else. Booyah, there we go. We'll shout out Booyah. Booyah needs a shout out. Booyah should be releasing the demo. Is it today? I feel like it's today. It's real close anyway. Exciting times. Yeah, so we're doing kiwibert high score logic. trying to figure out how to set the high scores and make sure there's only 20 or 21 of them or whatever. So if stat score, yeah, so this is the case where we have a new top score. No, we have it there. Otherwise, we go to this logic where we need to actually, otherwise we should just insert it. In fact, why am I doing this? Why don't I just insert it, sort the oh, because I need to know if we should hang on, this is silly. I should just insert it, sort the list, and remove the last n elements, right? Or just not show any more than the last n elements. Okay, cool. So let's just make sure that our logic from earlier is, hey, everyone basically has way more skill than me. No, that's not true. It's just that I have been doing some of this shit for longer. And yeah, that's all. And that, so down here, oh my God, this function is terrible. This is all my test code. Down here, different skills, different experience. I know, 100%. Woodstone is way better at like talking to people. I am not good at that shit. I'm learning. I'm trying to learn. If high scores land is greater than max high scores as use size, yes. So we sort, and if the last score is less than our current score, then we enable the input. Okay, cool. So that means that between the two of us, we're one full streamer. I know, right? I'm trying to absorb knowledge from you too. Yeah. So when we handle the input, all we need to do, we don't need any of the stuff that I've just done, which is frustrating, but it's fine because I learned something. I learned how to prepend to a vector. So it's fine. So all we need to do is add the new score regardless and just shave off the final n entries. Or better yet, don't display them. Yeah. And we could purge the extra entries, but it's fine. Okay, so having done all of this shit, we don't need it anymore. We can just do this. Next substate set, high score input state save. And then we will just put in the, what do you call it? The populate. B indeed. I agree with that B. Haven't seen you for a little while, Fanny. Have you been, you've been busy with other stuff? I haven't seen you around the traps. Around the streams. I noticed these things. Yeah, in here, when we do our loop, for I score and sorted scores iter enumerate, but we don't want that. We want the range. What is the idiomatic Rust alternative? We'll synthesize some Googling to when we want to limit the number of scores displayed. It's range, right? Take. It's take. Yes. Thank you. Okay. Perfect. Take max high scores. Why are there all those maxes? There's too many maxes. There's a maximum number of maxes. You've been in streams. Okay. I've been missing the wrong ones. I mean, I've been seeing, yeah, all of that. U32 to a U size. As U size. Beautiful. Okay. How much of this is going to break? We wonders, we wonders. Ships passing in the wind, or in the night, or in the sea. Okay, we builds, we builds, we builds. Okay, cool, we builds. And then we does the thing in the square brackets. Okay, and then we set the high scores by falling off. And we should have a window populated full of them. Hey, we do. Nice. Okay, so 21. Oh, that did not work. So first of all, we need to change the AAA. We need to change the timeout back to its original value because this is disappearing too fast and I can't read it. Much, much too fast. Boop-a-doo. I need to make this go back upside down. It's very important to me. Okay, so high score of 10. So we should at least be on the board. You know what? It probably did work. I just didn't give it enough time by entering the value. Okay. Z. It did. Z. It's number 10, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8. Perfect. 7, 6. Okay, just to prove it, we need to beat the high score of 21. Let's go! How was the rest of your stream, Woodson? I missed like the last, I don't know, hour and a bit of it. Okay, beat the high score. Beat the high score. And expire. We expire. And we beat the high score. No, we need to be XXX. And XXX becomes the new high score. Perfect. All right, sweet. We did it. All right, excellent. Now we need to do smart things like not let people enter more than 3 entries. Does kiwibert have those horizontal before vertical high scores like that? So, hoi again, meow. So the one I'm working off, which I think is pretty close to the original. Stream was good, didn't do almost any code though, so it was time to finish. I understand. kiwibert. Hey, look, it's me, I'm live. kiwibert. The one I'm copying off is this one. So very similar, obviously, you know, kind of cleaner than mine, but never mind. But yeah, it has one main score and then the rest of them underneath. I don't know if that's as clear as what I'm doing, but I mean, it's more clear than what I'm doing. So yeah, that's what I'm going for, roughly. Their fonts are much easier to read and nicer, but then that's just fine. Interesting piece of trivia. Well, interesting to you. Okay, so the other thing we need to do is we need to stop. At the moment, we can enter an unlimited amount of text, which is definitely not what we want. So handle keyboard input needs to, after you get to 3 characters, you need to stop adding things. So if text sections O, a value len, is greater than equals 3, no, actually this is not right. We need to allow 3, but we also need to allow backspacing. So what do we want? We want greater than 2 is less than 3. Man, braining hard. Braining very, very hard. We do that. Yeah. We also need to reposition it because it's in kind of a crappy position. I'm braining. I know it's scary, but it's true. So let's look at this. We've got a node bundle which is being created, which has a height of 100% and a width of 100%. Flex direction column, justify content start. I bet that's wrong. Why don't we try center and just see how bad it is? Boop-a-doo. We might need to set some kind of background, but I'm not sure. And I have no idea how to display a blinking cursor, so don't even ask me. Don't even ask. Don't ask that. Why would you ask that? There's no fake take control brain power, right? Oh, Fanny, I'm doing a game jam once I finish work. Z. Oh, that's a little better. Oh, but Z index problems and also badness. Oh, thanks so much for the follow. Dakra001. Have you ever met Dakra002? I'm curious. I feel like you would have a lot in common. Okay, Z-axis. How do I guarantee that? Such a Kiwi thing to say. Hey, this guy in Z, how you doing? Transform. I need the transform. Or I just need it. I need to be able to set it. I think what I need is I need let bundle equals, actually let moot bundle equals this. Hey Fuzzy, how you doing? Fuzzy has multiple D's on the brain. Wow, that sounded really bad. It wasn't intentional. It's an extremely nice D. Default. And then we change bundle transform Z translation Z equals something high, some high value like 10. I don't know. Boo. Ah! Playing scary music because you just finished playing some Poltergeist. Wait, Poltergeist? I thought that was a movie. Is that a game? D and then blah, 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 blah. Spawn bundle. Spawn bundle. No, bad. No, bad. Yes, better. Okay. All right, so we set the Z to some high value, which seems kind of silly, but it'll work. And then might be both. Excellent. Might be both. 20. Okay, so that in theory should let us proceed. Boop-a-doo. Yes, it's both. Is it like a new PC game, an old PC game? Oh, that's still behind the others. So I guess Z-axis doesn't work the same way it does with UI nodes. So maybe, oh, I don't even know how to deal with that. Maybe because both are drawn at the same time, we can't. Or maybe I could set. Maybe I would have to set the. Oh, see, I don't know what to do there. 1982. Hey, this is the year of the kiwibert. 6 years before I was born. That was why I hadn't heard of it exactly. Man, lots of good things happened in 1982. What even is there some magic about sorry, flashbang. Is there some magic about Bevy UI Z axis? Explicitly describe the order of UI elements. Currently implicitly defined by the hierarchy, nodes stack on top of their parents. Z or yeah, for UI components, there is an underlying system that sets this for you. That was quite a few years ago, but I bet it's still the same. Okay, you know what? We're going to put it off to one side, maybe. Maybe. E.T. Hell yeah. The dumpster fire. It's so bad it's good. Okay, so we can't do that. Doesn't work. We can't do it. We would like to do it, but we can't. Undo. Fondue. Drink tea. Okay. Now, we must find another way. We shall instead flex direction column, justify content, align items, start. Let's see where that places us. And we have to run it again because, you know, heaven forbid this be easy. We don't live life easy. We live life hard. Shut up, Fuzzy. Muldoon was... Oh. God, that dog scared me. We're trying to teach them calm. It's not working very well. Well, no, it is actually. It's been quite successful today. Oh, this could be a potentially interesting option. Except that the 5-second rule has screwed me. Okay, cool. So let's give that a margin. Yes, let's give that a margin. Erectal minima, let's give that 5. And then let's change the font size to be something more reasonable, like 80. And let's give it some kind of title. So we're still in a column, so we could do from sections. First kindergarten to have Tereo. Nice. Ted, you scared people. You scared me. You scared me. Ratbag. From sections, blah. Blah. And then text section. New text section. Blah. And then we add another one because that's how we roll. Text section, new, enter your initials. Text style, font assets, pixelify, sans medium clone. I don't know why this line is getting so long. Font size equals something small, like, I don't know, 30. And we'll probably add a color, but let's go default. And end that block and end that, and then put a comma and then hope that it reformats, and it does. And then we run it. Clyde Dam was signed off as a project. I remember that being built. I'm so old. Cromwell used to be so beautiful before the Clyde Dam happened. There used to be all these little stores or little farms and orchards and stuff that you could buy fruit at along the road. They're all gone. It's very sad. First warehouse store in Takapuna. Well, I mean, we used to live in Takapuna. We no longer do. Don't show up at my house. Enter your initials. I can't enter my initials. Oh no. Okay, that backfired badly. 12. Stop making the timer so short. Damn it. Okay. Now I know why that happened. I know why that happened. It's because we no longer have a simple way to identify which one has the score, the initials in it, because they're both tagged with the initials tag. In fact, it's gone entirely. Nope, there it is. Suicide terrorist attack against a computer database for the Whanganui police. What? I don't remember that. Blimey. What the hell is up with New Zealand in 1982? Okay, so we have a text bundle, text from sections. I think we actually need 2 of these rather than 1. DD Smash produced their debut album, Cool Bananas. I don't remember Cool Bananas, but I do remember the one with wailing on it. Okay, so let's add a text bundle with text from section singular, and then default legend, and this is going to go back to that, and this is going to go up here. FM stereo transmissions were being tested. I bet radio hierarchy. I wonder when they were introduced. Back when they still used to be on a boat. That's text style and default. Interesting. Is this API based, or did you actually manage to do that? Because that would be cool. So then, yeah, we need to go close. He just moved windows all over. That's awesome. I love it. I definitely need to support having that happen in a programmatic kind of way. Okay, text bundle, text from section, text section new, don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. And probably don't need that. There we go. Takes 1 argument, but 2 was supplied. This is pspawn text bundle. Text from section. That's all the interesting stuff. Oh yeah, we do need the second one of these. Cause of initials. Fantastic. Okay, that in theory should work. Let's just reduce the margin a little bit to more like 3. Then we'll see what's going on there. Mm, 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 mm. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. I don't know why it's... Oh, it shifts up when you... So this works, so that's good. The backspace and so on. But it shifts when you take up space with the thing, so that's not great. It's interesting why it's so far down. I guess the padding all rather than the padding left. Anyway, it's working, so that's good. We'll just tweak it a little. Yeah, oh, and we need to despawn it. Okay. Yes, we definitely need to despawn it. This probably needs tagging, so... something like initials root. Pubstruct initials. Derive component. Whoops. Debug pubstruct initials UI node. Fabulous. What did I get wrong? Oh, probably the double capitals. Yeah. Okay. And then we make sure that that gets torn down. Initials, UI node. And again, if we were using state scoped entities, this would not be a problem. But one thing at a time. With initials, UI node. Then we do the same thing as this. And Bob's your uncle. We'll change the margin to be left instead of all. And we'll make it bigger. As to how we prevent it from collapsing when text is entered, I guess we could give this a height. We could give this a node bundle with a height. Yeah, style, default, height, at least val vman, I don't know, 10, 20, 10. Default. Okay, one more run through there. Then I think we'll call that pretty good. Oh, and then just some way to display a cursor. Not quite sure how to do that. It's probably hideously complicated. But I could just draw a box. That's probably all they did in assembler. Oh, crashing. Lots of crashing. Why? Duplicate components. Bevy UI, UI node. Style. Okay. Interesting. Initials has node bundle BVUI. Initials has duplicate components. So the text bundle, right? So actually, what we want is for this to have a style. Maybe we should do it like this. With style, D indeed, default, height, vmin, yes, that thing. What did I say? 10. I wonder if there's like a min height. Oh, it's not with style? What is it called? I'm sure there's something like that. Yeah, there is. Oh, it's on text bundle, right? What did I put it on? Oh, on text. All right, fair enough. Text with style. Text bundle from section. Oh, I see. Hey, Bruce Malt, how you doing? That is not how you spell section. I would just like you to know. Yeah. So we do that, and then we do that, and then we do that, and then that goes to there, and then we go with style. Style. Default. And height. And yeah, it does look like there's a min height. So let's do that. Min height. Vmin 10. Okay, that hopefully should take care of things. Every little bit of UI is a little bit complicated right now. Roll on the agreement on just one unified UI style for Bevy. Okay, oh, it did move a little bit, but just slightly. So I can increase that value and it'll work. Okay. So we'll do that, but we won't need to run it again to find out. Let's go to, I don't know, 12. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and we could change the color of this just for the hell of it to something like the purple. Which one was the purple? I should probably name these constants. Which one was the purple? I feel like it was this one. There we go. That'll do. I'm not going to bother creating a cursor yet. That's a little piece of what do you call it? Juice? Do you call it spice? Do you call it glow? It's a little piece of luxury that we don't really need right now. Let's go with finish high score entry, and that can be pushed, and the time on the clock is 9:30, and I got rather a crappy sleep last night, so I am going to look for someone to raid out to. So we are going to consult the old list of greens. And it's Kotaru. And I don't think I shouted them out before. And we're going to check the team. Is Booyah still on? Let's raid Booyah, because Booyah, I'm almost certain it's demo release day. So let's go raid them and see what's going on, because that's pretty exciting. Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't have noticed if you didn't say. And normally I'd probably crack on, but it's just I need to catch up, especially if I'm doing a game jam end of next week, so I need my sleep. So thank you so much for hanging out, and we'll see you next time.